Welcome back to the Airgun Expo, and brought to you by Airguns of Arizona.
Airguns of Arizona.
And of course, Gateway to Airguns. And what we have today is the EVOL.
EVOL 30.
That's right.
To be exact.
Yeah, and this gun was developed here in the USA by a friend of mine, actually, Tom Costin. He used to actually live about 30 miles from me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and when he was developing this gun and the Slayer, which you're very
right
aware of.
American Air Arms.
American Air
is
Arms.
his company's
yeah,
name.
Tom would come over and we would shoot the stuff and talk about guns and shoot his Slayer, and now he's got them at Airguns of Arizona.
Yes, we are the only distributor in the U.S. Dealers can get them through Precision Airgun Distribution, and fantastic guns. They don't just make the EVOL 30. There's several in the line, clear down to the EVOL Mini,
Yep,
which is 22 caliber, and I was actually shooting that the other day at another event, and the consistency through the chronograph was amazing.
Yeah.
And 50 yards with a little 10-inch barrel and shooting a 3/4 inch group at 50 yards was pretty amazing.
Yeah, I tell you what, Tom is a very, very smart person to begin with. Very intelligent guy, and more than that, he's an incredible machinist.
And he's very meticulous.
Yes.
In the assembly.
Yeah, he's one of the best there is.
Right.
Yeah.
So just the things that he selected for this gun.
Sure.
You know, this is a fully aluminum receiver.
Right.
The tank
Titanium.
is 290 cc's. He's perfected the moderator on this. So this is a 30 shooting up to 90 foot-pounds and quiet.
Right, and he's getting 90 foot-pounds out of a little short 18-inch barrel.
Yes.
And it's shrouded, and of course it has an air stripper and moderator. But it's also something that he's developed really well is his tensioned barrel system.
Yes.
So this whole barrel is under tension. And what that means is the barrel is being stretched, and he does that by pulling on it and compressing the air tube. So it's a really great, and the way he does it is unique. He doesn't do it like anybody else, and it's very, very effective, and it keeps the harmonics down, and it keeps the barrel very stiff and true. So it's a really interesting and well thought out way of doing it.
Yeah, let's point out some other features.
Sure.
The first thing that you'll notice is this rail underneath.
Yeah, full length.
So full length,
rail.
You can put your bipod or a fixed bipod, shooting sticks, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Got a little grip here with a Picatinny rail, which is fantastic. It is a side lever.
Yeah.
You are going to need to pull some tension against
He's not using
the
he's
spring.
using a traditional style valve.
Right. It's not an electronic day-state gun.
Or a balance valve.
It's not hard to cock.
No, it's not. And it works extremely well.
And the bolt's held in place with a magnet.
Right. And it's got
so he's thought of that too.
Nice overcam also.
Same safety's in basically the same position.
On both
as
sides.
An AR-15 and its ambi.
Yeah,
you're right.
You can flip it both sides. This side or this side.
And it comes from the factory with a trigger pull of 8 to 10 ounces.
I know. It's
got a Timney
really
trigger
light
in there that he modifies and adapted to this gun.
Yeah.
It has a fantastic trigger.
It does. It has a fantastic trigger.
Also comes with an adjustable stock, which you were playing with just a little bit ago.
Yeah, this is a Magpul stock, so you can adjust your cheek rest with clicks
up and down,
and your length of pull also, in and out.
Right.
And
so
it's solid.
And I believe this is all AR-15.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't like this buttstock or you don't like this grip and you like a Hogue grip that's got finger grips on it, you can do that. No problem.
Yeah, they all just bolt right on this thing. One of the things that kind of surprises people when you look at it and it's dark and black and boxy. It looks like it weighs 15 pounds. It looks heavy,
It does.
but it isn't.
But it's aluminum and titanium.
It's aluminum and titanium
and composite.
and very light. This gun is easy to carry around, and being a
Yes.
carbine, it's really short, and that makes it, you know, also very easy to maneuver and
Right.
carry in the field. And this is a field
Orient.
gun. This is a true, really good field gun.
Yes.
You know, for walking around, hunting, or even shooting off a bench because it's incredibly accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you like the 25, he also makes these guns in 25. So 22, 25, 30.
Yeah.
No 177s. I'm sure if he made one, it would be fantastic.
No, I'm sure it would.
But
'cause
at this
he doesn't
point,
cut any
he's not.
corners.
He's trying to catch up with all the orders that we've been
Sure,
taking.
I bet he is.
So
Yeah,
I
he's a busy
think
man.
these are in stock, but if not, Travis led you wrong.
Yeah, call AOA, ask them, but
Yes.
if they're in stock, get it quick because they won't be in stock for long. Also, this Picatinny rail, this full-length rail on the bottom, is also a tube protector. So when you're walking around and you might bang this up and down, you're not going to dent this titanium tube. The craftsmanship, the fit, the finish, everything is super top notch.
So I got it all set before I left, just before I left. Put the scope on it, but you got to shoot it. How did it shoot out on the range?
You know, it's just like any gun that Tom makes. You know, his Slayer or the EVOL and all the calibers, they're sub-MOA guns. You know, they shoot fantastic. You're buying, you know, the highest grade there is, basically.
Right.
You know.
And that's one of the things that Airguns of Arizona sort of focuses on is good, high quality, as well as accuracy.
Yeah. I mean, you guys don't sell anything that's, you know, expensive and doesn't shoot well, or, you know, middle of the road. You only sell, you know, true and tested platforms.
And you were shooting it at 50 and then 100?
50 and 100, no problem either. It could shoot MOA out both pretty easily. And, you know, being a carbine, you know, and as short as it is, it's still whopping out there at 90 foot-pounds.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much power he's getting out of this little
You don't
thing.
have a lot of wind to worry about.
Yeah,
It's 30 caliber, 90 foot-pounds, just cranking it out there.
yeah, it really launches them out there. And, you know, with this rail on the bottom, you can put, like you said, flashlight, bipod, you know, 4 bipods.
I don't think a laser would be appropriate for things under 10 yards on this one.
Yeah.
But maybe the Mini would
Yeah.
be a good place for that. Someone shooting pests.
Right.
And something gets inside of what your scope can focus down to, you can switch over to the laser.
True.
So-
True enough. Yeah, and his magazines too. Where's his mag? Right here.
Right there,
Yeah.
7-shot magazine.
All alloy, no plastic. This is, you know, like typical Tom Costin stuff. There's only super well machined, high,
Right.
you know, tight fitting tolerances.
And intuitive to load.
Yeah.
You simply rotate it.
And there's an arrow showing you, hey, dummy,
Yeah,
rotate it that way.
There you go. They put that on there for me when I
Yeah,
get
no,
to shoot it.
I think I was talking
And then
about
you load
myself.
it from the opposite side. And once you put that first pellet in, you just keep rotating
Keep
around,
rotating around, dropping it
click it
there.
in, and then it sets. And I don't know if you can see this, but there's a couple of little ears here,
Yeah.
so that when you set it in there, it actually clips over the receiver here.
Yeah, it is
So you know you've
snug.
got it in place.
Yeah, it is snug in there. It's nice. It fits like a dream. But that's how the rest of this gun is. It all fits perfectly. I was looking at this receiver and everything, and this mono section right here has very intricate and really hard angles and shapes to machine. I'm just thinking how much work it goes into, you know, not only designing, but then machining these parts. You know, and
With his machining center, he's able to do that
Yeah.
fairly rapidly.
yeah, it's incredible.
One other thing we didn't point out, you do have a gauge on here
Yeah.
that shows you the pressure in the tank.
Yeah, right here.
So, Yep, right there.
On the side too.
And then that's your regulator pressure.
Yeah, that's your reg pressure at the bottom down there. And
Yeah, you
here's-
don't have to look down the bore like you do on some.
And that's exactly what I was about to point out, Larry. You don't have to look down the live end of the muzzle to see the pressure. You know.
Well, I've learned to look at the side,
Yeah. Still.
but some people forget.
And,
So.
you know, Foster fitting right there. No probe.
Yep.
A lot of people like Foster fittings. I like Foster fittings. I like probes too, but, you know, the problem with probes is there's so many kinds.
Yes.
But there's only one kind of Foster fitting.
That's true.
So it's easy to fill off your regular fill whip, and you don't have to rummage through your stack of Foster fittings to find the one that fits here, or have to carry it with you in the field
Right.
and lose it, like I would do.
And if you do decide to buy one from Airguns of Arizona, ask them for a magnetic cap to keep the dust out of it.
There you go.
We've got little magnetic caps that go on there.
That
Of
would
course, it's got advertising on it,
Oh, well,
but it keeps your gun clean when
Yeah.
you fill it.
well,
So,
you know, they got to look at that to remember where to buy their JSB ammo when they run.
there you go.
Yeah, it reminds them.
So, yeah, it's cranking it out in the 900 feet area
Yeah,
with the 50 grain
the 50 grainer. Yeah,
and really accurate.
it's incredibly accurate. But that, like I said, that doesn't surprise me. Tom, you know, is very good at what he does. He spends a lot of time testing, as I can
He does.
as I can tell you, because he would come over regularly and then shoot from his property regularly. We'd text back and forth all the time, so I know how much time he puts into this stuff.
Right.
Does he sell?
And a great guy.
And a very
Yep.
good guy that's easy to talk to.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, he's
One of the few guns that are made in America.
that's true. One of the very
So if
few
you
guns
like that-
left made in America.
Yes.
It seems like that pocket's getting smaller and smaller all the time. You know, with American.
Yeah, I
made
think
guns.
it's starting maybe to expand a little.
You know,
I
and,
hope.
and I think this.
I mean,
last
Tom's
year,
fairly new
Yeah.
to
Well,
the market. I mean, he's been making air guns for a while, but not on a major scale
That's
where
true.
we're
That's
actually
absolutely
distributing.
True. Yeah, because he started this whole thing probably 10 years ago. But now thinking back,
Yeah.
no, it was over 10 years ago. But yeah, his products are fantastic. His Slayer, you guys sell the Slayer too? His bullpup,
Yes.
that is a magnificent
Yep.
piece of workmanship there.
And he did a lot to improve that.
I tell you,
So.
that he brought things to the market with that gun that didn't exist. Power levels, balance valves, all kinds of stuff that didn't even exist at the time when that came out.
Right.
And he's a true innovator in the field. So I hope he continues,
Yeah.
you know, supplying new ideas, guns, and stuff to you guys at Airguns of Arizona.
Well, we're feeding him ideas,
great.
but also encouraging him to
Keep
produce
making more, huh? Yeah.
because we keep selling them, and we hate to have to tell people, well, we don't have it in stock, but we can get it for you. It's
Yeah.
coming in next month.
Yeah, well, if you're out of stock, I suggest get your pre-order in, so at
Yes.
least you're not waiting, because I think if you don't get a pre-order in now, you'll probably never get one.
And one of the things that we covered last night in the roundtable, excuse me, is that if you place your order and we don't have it, we may take a deposit, but that's fully refundable when the gun
Correct.
does come in if you can't afford it at that particular time. And we don't charge your card for it until we're ready to ship it and we have it in hand.
Yeah, and that's great. and so basically it's a contract of, your word. You're putting up your deposit,
Right.
which doesn't actually come out of your bank account, so it's your word.
Right.
And these are worth waiting for, believe me. They shoot fantastic. They're built to last. They're made in America. There's nothing not to like about it. You know what I mean? It's great. It's fantastic. Well built.
Quality can't be surpassed.
You can't put a price on that either.
Yeah.
On this kind of quality.
I like to call it a tank, but then people think it's
It's
heavy.
heavy, yeah.
And it is not heavy.
It looks heavy.
It's just built solid
It is solid. Yeah. I mean, it is so rigid
and accurate
and accurate.
and hits hard.
It
So
does
that's
all
what
those
you're
things.
looking for in,
Right.
especially a 30 caliber, but also in a 22 that's accurate,
Yeah.
easy to carry. That EVOL Mini is
Mm-hmm.
just fantastic. Short little carbine,
Right.
and just drills.
And I know too that there's slugs that shoot well out of these guns too.
Yes,
So
he does some testing with the slugs.
Yeah, and with the power they make a great slug gun. You know,
Yep.
because there's not a lot of, especially carbines, that can make enough power to shoot slugs,
Right.
but these can. You know, yeah,
Yep, you like to push the slugs a little bit faster,
yeah.
and this will do it.
And slugs typically weigh way more
Right.
than pellets, so you got to have the power to do it. Well, guys, thanks, Larry.
Sure.
And if you want your EVOL, call up Airguns of Arizona and see if they have it in stock. If they do, buy it quickly. If they don't, get your pre-order in. Otherwise, somebody's going to just be right above you when you call in.
Yep, and if you want to carry these as a dealer, we have just started offering some of the line to dealers.
Okay.
Eventually, that will expand. He'll be able to keep up production-wise.
Yeah, he's tooled up,
So-
so he's ready to start knocking these out.
Yep.
Excellent. All right, guys, thank you very much from Gateway to Air Guns and our sponsor, Airguns of Arizona. Have a great night.